noticed the scenery's changed. We got a new car, new daily, while the SOAR is getting worked on. And there's more things coming with that, but that'll be a future video. So, on the topic today is I got a 2020 Subaru WRX Limited. We'll talk about why I got it and what my plans are for it and what I want to do with it. So why did I get this car? I got it because I needed a new daily. I was tired of the Corolla. I sold that one a few months ago and was just dailying the SOAR. And then I was planning on getting some work done to it and dropped it off at a shop to get that work done. And so in that plan, I needed a new car. And ever since Gran Turismo, playing Gran Turismo and everything like that, I've always wanted a WRX. So that's realistically the real reason. It's a good daily, gets decent gas mileage, it's fun to drive, way more fun to drive than the Corolla was. And then it's way more market for modifying afterwards. And everything about this surpasses that Corolla. So why didn't I get the STI? I didn't get the STI because it's just not the car that I need right now, to be honest. I could have gotten one, but it's just not the one for me. For me, I needed a daily. It doesn't matter about having to put big power mods into it, because that's going to be the SOAR anyways. This one's just the reliable, has a warranty daily that's fun to drive. I've taken this WRX to autocross already in its stock form, completely stock. As you can tell, I still have temp tags, and it's a blast even in stock form on an autocross course, because you don't really notice any of the real issues with it. But of course I'm going to stay in the street class for the WRX right now, which is D Street, and there's only certain modifications you can do to stay within that class, otherwise you get bumped up to a street touring class. And I don't know this car enough yet to be able to be inside one of those classes. I feel like I would just put myself at a super big disadvantage. I bought this 2020 WRX brand new. It was made in like September, and when I bought it, it had 10 miles on it, and now we're at 1,900 miles. So I've driven around for a little while to find out what I like, what I don't like, and it's still a fun car. It's more fun to jump in every day. With the parts that are coming in, it's going to be even more enjoyable. And it's just been a great daily. I enjoy the cruise control. I enjoy the heated seats. I know it's California and it doesn't really get that cold out here, but it helps. Alright, let's do a pull. That pull will segue to the biggest, one of the two biggest issues I have with this car, and it's stock tune, which I know it can fix with a Cobb access port. I just don't want to go that route yet. One of the two big issues is after about 4,500 to 5,000 RPMs, the turbo kind of falls on its face because it's done spooling in the stock tune. So it doesn't have as much push you back in the seat in that form. It still does pull through the power, but it's nowhere near as much as it does before that. But I don't really hate it. It's just something I gotta get used to, or bite the bullet and get the access port and tune it out. But it's not horrible. Still enjoy the car. The other thing that sucks about the stock tune is the rev hang in second. So if you're trying to shift fast, then you end up looking like you can't drive that well, because your car's going to shake and rock back and forth as you engage second. If you wait a few seconds, then it's not as big of an issue, but it's something that can be easily fixed as well. I do have the Harman Kardon nav and speaker upgrade for the limited model, so I don't have to worry about the crappy speaker quality that some other people with the WRX have talked about. I think they're pretty good. I'm still gonna add a sub to it, but that's just me. I like a lot of bass. One of the things that I like about this car, which I know they're not known for it, but compared to the Corolla, this interior feels luxurious with the leather, and it's modernized. There's creature comforts that I haven't experienced with a newer car, like the blind spot monitoring and everything like that. That's been pretty cool looking. The cross traffic alert for backing up helps out a little bit, but of course you got to check your surroundings before you back up anyways, so don't always rely on that type of stuff. Yeah, this has been a super fun car. From the factory, it comes with 268 horsepower to the crank and 258 foot-pounds of torque. I think I've seen some stock dyno numbers, and it's somewhere between like 218 and 225 or something like that to the wheels. So what are my future plans for this car? My future plans are just the basics. I've already mentioned it a little bit. I want to keep using this car in autocross and keep it as my daily. So I'm going to do all the modifications that I can do within the street class first. And then once I get up to the higher tier of that class, then I'll go ahead and switch over to the street touring class and do the upgrades that are involved with that. Staying with the upgrades that I can do in street classes, I can upgrade one of the two sway bars. I'll probably buy them both. I think Whiteline has it slightly cheaper if you buy both front and rear sway bars for this car. So I'll probably buy them both and just wait to install the front one until later on. And then it says that you can change the shocks, but not the springs, so that you can get better damping with your shocks. But I looked at some of the shocks that they sell for this car, and they're just about as expensive as coilovers themselves. So I'm just going to wait on that part, and I'll wait until I go to the street touring class to get the coilovers for this car. I have a catback ready to install, so look forward to that video. And as far as like J-pipes and everything like that, that'll be down the road if or when I get around to doing the access port. I changed out the air filter to a K&N drop-in filter, which is the max you can do for street class. I am going to get some stickier tires. This one has Dunlop Sport Max, which are pretty good. They held decently. I wasn't at the end of their limit when I did autocross the other day, but as I get better with the car and do more events, then I'll need stickier tires. So I'll probably end up getting tires for that, and then we'll talk about those when I get those. Haven't quite decided on which ones yet. And those are pretty much just the main modifications that I'm going to do for now. I do have the relocation license plate kit, because California crap, you have to run a license plate on both front and back. So instead of drilling holes in the front bumper, which I saved the car from because the dealership hadn't drilled any holes yet, so I'm going to put the relocation bracket on and then put the license plate on there, and then we'll be legal without any stupid no front license plate tickets. Alright guys, I'm about to pull into the gym and get my workout in for the day. That's pretty much all I got for today. If you want to keep following along for this build or the SOAR, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video, and make sure you turn that notification bell on so you don't miss when I upload.